fix up this app. The simulation appeared to be showing it in minutes when it was in seconds. I've added a material volume estimation to improve the simulation speed controls, including converting the time units. Cool. So I'm going to add a lot more features. Okay, so everything's got to work in minutes. Adjust the UI to properly display these times. Finally, add the material volume estimation feature. So that means I can estimate how many cubic meters of dirt there is to move. And so the simulation will only run until all of the dirt is complete. So it's not like an endless thing. So all I've done is branch this app. So the other app's still running, still in the same version. So if I stuff it up, that's not done. So you branch it and then you run it again. Okay. Let's have a look. So we got to put 2 trucks 1 minute apart. The loading time is 1 minute. The travel time is 1.5 minutes. The uploading time. Okay. Total volume of material, 1,000 square meters. Alright, so I'm going to put it on 60 times faster. Okay, so now it's traveling. Alright, so the first thing I've noticed is the time in state. The time in state is not reflecting real time to account for the simulation speed multiple. So it's done an error there somewhere. So it's fixing itself. Alright. Let's say it's 10 minutes to load. The travel time is 10 minutes. The unloading time is 10 minutes. And the return time is 5 minutes. So loading time is 10 minutes. The travel time is, let's say 8 minutes. The unloading time is 10 minutes. The return time is 10 minutes. 17.5 hours. Start, oh no, pause the simulation. Let's make that 60 times. There you go, there's your minutes. Alright, so we're off and running. Okay, so when we get here, hmm, 9,400 meters per. All the units look wrong. All right, let's see how we're going now. Just going to add. All right, so we're adding some more complexity in now. All right, so let's say I've got 4 trucks. The spacing between them is 2 minutes. Capacity is 10 meters. Loading time is 10 minutes. Travel time is 10 minutes. The uploading time is 10 minutes. The return time is 10 minutes. So we're going to have everything at 10 minutes. 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. Let's make this one a bit faster. Truck 3. This truck can drive faster. 10, 10, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 5 minutes. This is a bit faster. 10,000 kilos. Let's say 3,000 kilos. So they're going to start 1 minute apart. Let's change the capacity. Yeah, no, that'll do. So let's go 10 times faster. Yeah, let's ramp it to a whole other level. So it's turned that little question into add more detailed metrics about individual truck performance, include interactive elements for comparing truck performance, and add a real-time updates to the metrics as the simulation runs. So it sort of knows what I'm trying to do. It's looking at what I'm doing and it's going, maybe you should add this. So it's looking at the totality of the code, looking at the problem you've said, and it's actually trying to solve the problem for you, and then it's actually proposing what to code, then it's coding it. How it doesn't get errors, I don't know. It's just so much code. So you can see all the code being written across here. Okay. All right. So let's just start off with 2 trucks, 1 minute apart. And we'll just go 5 minutes for everything. But we'll make 1 truck 20. Yeah. 25, travel time 5, uploading time 5, return time 5. I'll make this one 10. But we'll go, this one's a little bit faster. So this one's 15. Oh no, sorry. This one's 5 minutes. This one's 5 minutes. This one's 4 minutes, 6 minutes, 8 minutes, 7 minutes. All right. And I'm going to speed this up. I'm just going to do this at 10 times the speed. Let's see what this does. Shh. Shh. You need to create a running total of how much material has been moved by each truck. Also break down how long they've been loading, how long they've been waiting, how long they've been traveling, how long they've been unloading, and the total and how long they've been waiting to unload. Also, you want to show an indication of time passing and the volume of material being dumped with time, and I want to be able to chart that, and also on the chart to find areas where there is excessive weighting. All right. So it's adding these totals. Alright, so I'm just going to leave everything as is. I'm going to make this 3000 again. This is a 4.8 hour simulation, but we're going to make it 40 times faster. Simulation time in seconds. Okay. You need in the you correctly add the simulation time seconds on the interface, but you also need to add to that the real world time that has elapsed as part during the simulation as well. The simulation time should be the elapsed time divided by the simulation speed x. Can you also change the simulation speed slider to allow for all multiples up to 100 times? Okay. So what I'm saying here is this simulation time, that's how many seconds the simulation's been running, but I actually want, what's that in real minutes? I need that as well. Yeah, and we'll change the slider so it's 100. So it's a multiple of 100. That shouldn't be a hard one to do. It's already got a locker in it, mate. All right. So we'll go 3,000 here. That's 4.8 hours. So if I did that at 100, it should be 48 minutes. The real time elapsed. Yeah, okay. It's got an error there, but I think that's supposed to be the number there. So that's the actual seconds. And that's the real time. No. Can you just check the simulation speed at 100 times, the simulation time in minutes and hours compared to the simulation time in seconds? There appears to be errors. We'll just put what it's putting out. All right, so this is obviously at single time, so let's reset that. Let's make that 1,000. 1.6 hours. We'll do it at 10 times the speed. Start the simulation. Can you please do a review of all your naming conventions with respect to time? The time the simulation has been run and the time that equates to in real life as a result of the simulation speed and how it is represented on the user interface does not look logical or correct. Please review as an expert in the matters of time and how it should be expressed. How are they both loading at the same time? Yeah, that's nice. Okay. Okay, so we'll start it. Yeah, that looks good. That's in seconds. So assuming that gets to... Is that going to get to 1? Alright, so I'm just changing the... We've got some time-based issues which we've got to clean up. We don't want decimal values. So that's at 1 time. So when that's unloading, I reckon the telemetry is when that task finishes. It's not doing it as it goes. That could be another thing we could add to it. It's funny how just things like time are what trips this stuff up. But if you give it the right prompts, it does fix itself. It doesn't have an understanding. You've got to tell it. And you don't even really know what it's going to do. And if you give it too much in one prompt, it can cause problems as well. You're best to sort of layer it. Alright. Alright, so I'm just going to start this simulation. Don't know why it starts it. Whoa. The application is confusing seconds for minutes again. The whole app. I think it's because I've gone from decimal to minutes, and it's kept the decimal amounts. It hasn't factored time, it's just factored the numbers. Okay, so we got 2 trucks. No. It didn't fix it. You're representing seconds as minutes when the simulation speed slider is set to 1 times. I think what's happened is at some stage I set it at 10 times and you've used that in the way you calculate time. Remember, there is real world clock time measured in hours, minutes, and seconds. Then we can adjust that to simulation time by taking into consideration the multiple in the simulation speed slider. You need to look at that whole system and make sure it's correct. As an expert in programming and time. I do really want to fix this. So it's just bars going up and down. Real world clock time, simulation from the slider, resulting simulation time caused by scale by the multiplier. Yeah, that makes sense. So it has added 8 and it's removed 5 lines of code. Okay. All right, so one of them is waiting to load, while the other one loads. So that's looking good. So the first one is loading. How long? Load time 1 minute. So that's 60 seconds. This one should take off. So that's correct now. Let's go at 60 seconds. Come on, come on, come on. All right, so it's traveling. So it's on the way down. So it loaded for 1 minute. All of these numbers are not. It's loading. Okay, so it's loading, it's traveling. Okay, so they are in real time. And it's filling up. I guess that's utilization of its total time. Okay, so number 1 is traveling. So it's coming down here to unload. So it's traveling. All right. Now it's unloading. So the load is unloading. Now let's see if this other one gets to it before it's unloaded. All right, so when that gets to 0, this one's still coming. So it's now returning, and its current load is at 0. So if I just reset that, and then I set this to 100 times, let's just start the simulation. So this is going to be going crazy. So in this system, so it's delivering, so what did I say, 1,000 meters squared. So this should stop. One hour 35. That's in real time. This is the simulation time. So let's just wait till this hits the total delivery. Alright, so now we are getting some waiting times in this system. 580 delivered. The real time elapsed isn't working. Well, that might be the real time elapsed up there. $800, $825, $860. Okay, pause the simulation. When the simulation reaches the total material volume to move, please stop the simulation and pop up a modal that shows all information you have on the performance of the configuration of trucks. So all the statistics that display on the screen, write me a summary yeah. So you make the change. So here's and what I want to do is I want to make that statistics showing. I end up with this. Alrighty. There we go. We're back again. Alright, so I'm going to put a fourth truck on here, just so this goes faster. Yeah, alright. Bugger it, let's make it 5 trucks. And let's make it 10 times the speed. Start the simulation. Here we go. Here's the first truck. Let's pause that. Let's reset it. Let's do 100 times. Start the simulation. Alright, 10, 25. Here we go. Why are there only 2 trucks? Nah. Now I set the number of trucks to 5 and I only got 2. That's obviously broken something. What happened there? Alright, so I've got 2 trucks. Now I'm going to make 10 trucks. Start simulation. Pause simulation, reset the simulation. 10 trucks. Let's speed up to 100 times. So now I got 10 trucks. Alright, so it's like that. That'll do. So let's start the simulation. Alright, so it's loading the first one. I haven't got the simulation speed on, so pause it, reset it. Let's go back to 2, up to 10. We'll up the speed to 100. We'll start the simulation. Yeah, that's 1 hour in real time. Okay, cool. Lots of waiting because there's too many trucks, not enough capacity at each end. But when this hits 1,000, because that's the amount I put in there. It's the load status. So there is a limited. All right, 810. So when this stops, two hours 54,000 average delivery rate, fleet utilization, number of trucks. Okay. I'm happy. Let's deploy this. Okay, so again, I haven't tested it end to end. I'm just gonna do version 2. I'm gonna Alright guys, I'm just gonna just send this one up. Check it out.